Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and got a lot of very cool creations to look at again this week. The first two are going to be in vanilla, and the last six are going to be in Reforged Eden. So the very first creation here today is the Hammerhead V4 by Megxx. That's Megxx. So cool looking. I would say kind of a pseudo starter slash combat oriented CV over here. Looks like it's got a lot of utility function, hangar, quite a bit of weaponry on here too. It's using mostly all retractable turrets. Got a cool looking bridge up here. I like this kind of glass work over here. It looks like a lot of this. Well, I don't want to check out the interior quite yet, but I can see some CPU core blocks in there. Looks like we got a boarding ramp right over here. Oh, interesting there. The landing gear. I like this landing gear enclosure over on the back side over here, and kind of like a thruster pod over on the side here with some more weapons tucked away over there. And again, a lot of retractable turrets. In fact, you know, when I'm looking at this, let me get the guns out on this. I just want to see what we're looking at here. There's quite a lot of weaponry on here. It's probably set up for, you know, vanilla specs too, not trying to like have too much of one type of weapon, maybe. I don't know, actually. I'm seeing a lot of launchers on here too, so it really does look like it's really set up to blow some stuff up and maybe move some vehicles and things around with you as well. So yeah, cool looking ship here. Kind of looks like it would get the job done in game. So let me adjust the lighting a little bit here and get aboard, and we'll see what's going on here. I don't want to go too dark yet. I think I can jump in over here. I don't know if I have to access or set up a sensor here or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe there is from inside or a switch here. But yeah, coming aboard the hangar here. Looks like we've got kind of a lot of utility function right in the area here. It looks like a couple grow plot areas over here. So I'd say 12 grow plots. I like what the author did with the how they hung the grow lights using that other block there. That looks pretty cool. It's nice use of blocks there to lower that grow height position down one block. Looks like we have a detector up front here, and O2 and a med station. And then we're going to get up into the bridge here. So now this is, I believe, a Tier 4 vanilla build, I believe. We'll look at the specs here in a second. So we got a couple, I believe, advanced CPU cores in here. We got our pilot seat there, like the bridge view here. Got a nice open glass canopy there, so you can kind of see around and kind of look down too when you're flying, which is kind of nice. Getting that visual sense there. And it looks like we've got another area out the back of the hangar. Storage controller there, a couple of storage controllers actually. Looks like we've got our engineering room over here. So we got gravity generator, a couple 1x3 generators, got an advanced constructor in here, some O2 tanks, our main shield and warp drive. Very cool. So yeah, warp capable and as a shield as well. Fuel tanks back over here as well. And I bet you this goes up. There is a bridge up top there. Oh, I think we take the ladders, I guess, going up here. Yeah, that'll get it. So it's got kind of a chill out pad over here, kind of like a bit of a break room cafeteria kind of thing. It looks like we got Wi-Fi over here, and then you can kind of see past that into the engineering room over there. And we got to have some plants as well. So yeah, very cool. Looks looks like it would work in game just fine. Shooting up stuff, especially with a focus on combat, I would say. But it does have, you know, some general utility function as well, and a little bit of production, some farming, obviously places to some park creations, a couple good-sized hangar doors on the side here to land things in here. And this probably is kind of designed to lock upwards, so you know it wouldn't be down if you were park something in the hangar there, because it's kind of in the middle there. But no, that's very cool. So let's take a look at some numbers here and see what's going on with this ship here. Let me adjust the lighting first real quick. Alright, so to start with, we are unlock level 20, size class 2, very fast. This is vanilla again, so the thrusters do have a more of an output, but 207 forward, 51 strafing, 87 lift, 192 reverse, 72 down. Got 4 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. Quite a barrage of weapons over here, a lot of retractable turrets. Looks like it's kind of going through all the different numbers here on, or like different types of turrets, probably to fit within the weapon, max weapon limits in vanilla. 4 hour and 22 minute build time. So yeah, it's a light build time on this ship, considering all the guns it has and everything else going on. It's a fairly inexpensive ship. The Estrium and Zachosium usage, obviously a lot of guns and things on here that use that, but it's actually fairly low. I expected it to be higher than that. And I would say the hull is built from iron. I'm not seeing Sathium in here. Let me just double check that here. Yep, steel blocks. I said iron. I meant steel. Sorry about that. There is no iron hulls in this game, but steel's sort of close, kind of. Yeah, very, very cool creation here. Definitely like that. Looks like it would do pretty well in game with the combat thing and utility function and whatnot. And it comes in at a pretty low price too for a CV with the specifications that it has. Let me take a look at a couple other things here. I just want to take a look at our CPU usage. So yeah, tier 4. It's got a lot of extra CPU. Obviously, and with vanilla, you go to tier 4, it brings you to 10 million. Often, I think a lot of people would like to go to about 1.5 million or maybe 3 million, but there's not too many options there. But anyway, it totally fits within CPU. Storage wise, let's see, we got a one controller at 248K, a second at 240K, got an ammo controller at 64K, and a harvesting controller, ore and wood, at 72K on here. And then beyond that, just a Pentaxa tank and repair station and a fridge and things like that. So again, this is the Hammerhead V4 by Megxx with 2 X's. So very, very cool. So the next creation here, this one is pretty interesting. This is the Lyc HSD 223. Oh no, hard word to say for me. Oh man, TSUKUYOMI. I'm sure there is a very legitimate, cool sounding word for that. I just don't know it. Sorry about that. So we'll just call this the unpronounceable to me. But beyond that, oh my goodness, this is a very, very sleek looking, cool ship. I don't know for sure if this is from the Star Trek verse, but it certainly looks like it could be a fitting ship in that verse. Just here, let me browse the rest of the hull here a minute and take a look at some of the features going on. Obviously, a lot of retractable turrets. Looks like we have a deflector area over here. This would be the saucer section of the ship, if it is truly a Star Trek ship. I don't know on this one. Oh, I love this window setup over here on the side too. How it's kind of taking these windows and rotating their positions all the way across to make a really cool looking like frame pattern with the windows. And then over here, oh, these nacelle arm and nacelles themselves, that looks really, really cool too. So I mean, yeah, if it's not a Star Trek ship in lure, then it certainly, I think, takes some design cues from one. It looks really cool. It's kind of, to me, the back reminds me a little bit of a Klingon ship, sort of. Not painted that way, obviously. And the front, obviously, kind of, your saucer type of design. And yeah, it's so sleek. I love this whole bridge setup and how everything's connecting together, and the well, we'll just call it the nacelle pylons. The way it's all done up, I like the little details in here, like with the this block formation over here, which actually kind of matches the design pattern on that armored glass we looked at on the side of the ship. And over in this section here too, looks like we've got a nice glass canopy over obvious farming section below. Yeah, this is really cool. Again, another kind of a reverse or rear observation room out the back of the ship there as well. Got a long-range radar, I believe, or I was probably just a regular radar. I believe this is a vanilla build from what I know right now. So CPU-wise and stuff that checked out to be vanilla. I like this this detail underneath this underneath these pieces here too. That is slick. The way that's kind of set up there in a formation. It looks pretty believable and convincing. And I gotta say again, very slick looking design here. Very smooth. Again, you know, I think Star Trek right away on this one. But it's again, I don't recall seeing a Star Trek ship looking like this. But you know, I'm behind the times on Star Trek too, so I got to catch up a lot on that, and I plan on doing that in the near future after I finish my own Star Trek ship, actually. So yeah, very cool looking ship. I love the texturing style and the color scheme and all the block work and everything. It's a very slick looking design. Yeah, definitely like this one here. So let me find a way on board. I'm sure there's lots of ways. I did see the one back over here. Was it? No. Hold on. There's probably a way up front here then. Yes. No? No. No, there's not a way there. Okay. Open sesame. Thought I'd see if that would work. Okay, there's let me what am I missing here? For some reason I thought I seen a ramp coming down already when I was flying around on this ship here. Let's see if we can cheat. Is there a way down to the top? Now I gotta be missing something on the underside here. Definitely gotta be missing something. So let's get around. How about right underneath? Ah, yeah, there it is. There it is. There's probably other ways in and out too. I just didn't see them yet. So it looks like we got a switch over here. Interesting. We got a switch to open up the door here. Let me adjust the lighting here before I get aboard. And let's try not to go too dark with it. Let's see how this turns out. So, oh yeah, very nice. As soon as you walk in, it's got kind of this boarding area here. It's got another switch over there to close that compartment up again. It tells you about that. I like the LCD work there too. As soon as you walk in here, looks like you got some utility function, a couple armor lockers, a couple O2 stations, and we got a cool looking hallway going that way. I'm gonna go back first, and we'll come back up front. So let's see what we got going on here. I like the carpeted floor. Looks nice and clean. And it looks like we got we got a staircase going up that way over here. Kind of I believe it kind of looks like an unfurnished crew room. There's free decoration room over here. Okay, so it's just kind of unfurnished in here, so you can set up your own furniture and bed, but it certainly looks like a crew room. Take this stairway up. Oh, wow. So this is getting to a hangar over here. Interesting. Interesting. So a nice looking hangar. I love the texture lights going along the ceiling there and the blacked out center section. Looks like we got a lot of actual lights in here too. Trying to illuminate the hangar floor. Let me hit this switch and see what big door that I totally missed. Oh yeah, the big entry ramp right above there. How's it gonna be below it? Oh my goodness. Okay, so that makes sense. I was gonna say, I was thinking when I first walked into the hangar that there's no way into it, and I'm just an idiot. That's all there is to be said. Let's walk out this side here. This goes along that really cool glass window section there. And ooh, different styling in the elevator area over here. So I think I might have kind of, oh, okay, so I came back down over in this general section. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything else here, which I believe I did. Yeah, this rear observation looks like more of a command and control room or conference room in the back of the ship here, which is really cool. Like the view going out the back and the angled glass there. So let's head out this way. And let's take one of these hallways here. So we got A and B. So I think we kind of, no, this is a different area here. And this goes up to another deck. So there's the elevator going back down again, and I think, yeah, we've been here already. Yeah, this is up into the hangar deck. So let's get back down this way a minute. And I just want to see if this moved forward, and it does here. So we got a room over here as well. It kind of looks like it would be more of a parts room, I would say, just by its size. Looks like it could hold some, I don't know, some miscellaneous parts. I was going to say at first I was thinking like a medium shield parts, but this is vanilla, so it wouldn't actually have those. So just an open room to put in whatever you might want to add to the ship, whether that be fuel tanks or generators or whatever. You could fit a lot of stuff in that room there. All right, so let's take this elevator up again to, I don't want to wrap around the same way. Let's try to walk up front here. Oh wow, this is interesting. Pretty. So I believe we're kind of getting into the saucer section of the ship here. So up here looks like we got a kind of a nice chill out cafeteria room on this side over here. Very cool. All that's done. I like the machine in here as well. Nice window view again. All carpeted and fancy. I like all the block work on the hallways, the angles and everything that's been done in here with the color scheme to boot and some texture lights in the mix. Looks really nice. Looks clean, but you know, neat to look at as well. So very cool on that. Just keep on going up here. We got another free decoration room. So I think the author was really shooting for kind of a low cost, potentially on the ship with a lower size class as well. So that's kind of why probably some of these rooms don't have furniture in them. It just ramps up your size class, and it doesn't really do anything at all for gameplay. So it looks like we got a couple storage controllers over here. Got an engineer's area over here, high voltage danger. So I expect this room to fry you. It's actually not that. It's pretty tame. I expected walked into a warp core with a couple of generators sitting next to it, but no, it's actually not too bad. I don't think it would kill you. So we got our CPU cores in this room here. So I believe this is operating again with vanilla CPU core specs, or at least that's what I thought. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I would say 4 advanced CPU cores in here, which makes sense. And let's wrap around this way. So we got another kind of open area here to put in some furniture or other things, whatever comes to mind. We got a crew room up this way. So this one has all the furnishings in it. We got our toilet and shower and sink and crew beds and all that stuff here. Very nice. And on this side, it looks like we're going to walk into, this is going to be different from the other side. The other side had a cafeteria going over here. This side kind of looks like we got our med bay. So very cool. I like the touch with the different wall colors in here and things like that. Different texture used for the floor. The tiling actually does look pretty good if you can find a good environment for it like this. This actually does work with the gray carpet and the walls and the general kind of white scheme with accent colors. So yeah, nice medical bay. Looks like you got everything you'd pretty much want in here, all your specialized equipment and whatnot. And we got kind of another nice chill out room outside of the med bay. I like this glasswork going to the interior hallway and how the hallways are all kind of, or a lot of them are angled around and things like that. It's just it's cool to see. Okay, so that just gets us back down there again. So we got a information LCD here. So the med bay, ground airlock, bridge, and our meeting room was back over there. So and this gets us into deck 3 here. I got to make my way up to this part of the ship. So it looks like we're going down the center of the ship. This looks really nice. I love the again, I really like the block work going on in here. The angles and the color changes and the texturing and things. It looks really, again, sharp and nice, but you know, pretty believable for a pretty fancy ship like this one. And then it looks like we got our captain's chair right over here, and it's kind of just opened up up on the top there to a kind of a glass, so you can fly this ship around in first person. And then it kind of looks like our main CPU core is right down over here, kind of in the front part of the ship. It's kind of again can make some sense. You know, if your shields go down, you're going to take a lot of catastrophic damage. It's better to have your core popped before the AI decides to blow up the entire ship and make it unusable. If it was just damaged on the front area here, you could probably at least get it to a repair bay and fix it up, or try to piece back the blockwork, which would be a little challenging, a little time consuming, but repair bays work out pretty nice for that. And I think that I could have missed a room, but I think I covered the whole ship. It's not a super large ship. I mean, it's pretty good size, but I mean, it's just a slick looking design. Again, this I mean, if you chop this this saucer section away by itself, could be its own cool looking ship, but then it's got this really cool looking I don't know, stylization on how it's done here. Again, it kind of reminds me if you were to cross a Starfleet ship with a Klingon bird of prey kind of thing all in one, but very cool. Let's take a look at some numbers on here. So start with unlock level 25, size class 7, 183 forward, 47 strafing, 69 lift, 63 reverse, 41 down. A lot of fuel tanks in here, 126 fuel tanks, holy smokes, and 72 oxygen tanks. So yeah, you fill this up once and you pretty much fly around with this ship for the remainder of your life without needing a refuel. So yeah, very, very cool here. Weaponry, we got a lot of retractables again, a Star Trek ship trying to hide its turrets, things like that. So you got 9 pulse laser turrets and 7 retractable rocket turrets in there, plus 3 pulse lasers and a detector. 17-hour and 27-minute build time. Got 63 grow plots. I missed that. I didn't. I'm sorry, 54 grow plots. I didn't find the farm in here, so I might have to. I got to fly in there and find that. I missed something here. So it did have a big farm. You got a hangar. Let's take a look at your storage here a minute. So we've got looks like 2 controllers at 320 apiece, and actually 4 controllers at 2 ammo controllers, 2 rugged controllers at 320, 2 harvest controllers also at 320. And beyond that, I believe just some other devices you can put some stuff in, like a freezer and a fridge. So yeah, basically 6 320K storage, kind of evenly distributed between ammo, harvest, and standard storage bays here. So yeah, of course I missed the farm. It's above the hangar, and it was right over there. Hold on, I'm gonna I gotta find a way up into this farm here. I missed something. I just got to figure out how to access that. I might cheat though, but actually let's go to the top and B3, and I think the farm should be out in this. Yeah, there it is. Okay, this is the way I did not go in here. So yeah, nice looking farm here too. So 54 grow plot farm. Looks like we've got our grow lights already in position, and it's all ready to go. Grow lights are included in the build. So I believe that. Okay, so now that is the last room. Sorry about missing that. I seen it from the outside too. Yeah, very cool looking ship. I love the I love how this thing looks. It's so slick. And it looks like it would do the job pretty good too. Let me do one last thing. I just wanted to get the turrets out on here. You can take a look at where they pop out of here. So it looks like, yeah, we got some turrets kind of more dedicated toward the back of the ship, and then we got quite a few front-facing turrets here with a good line of sight. And then, of course, our launchers here, too. And this surprisingly has more launchers than I thought it would have had on it, too. It's got quite a few in various locations. Yeah, very nice ship. Again, this is the Lyc HSD 223 Tsukami. I said that wrong. I tried. Give me an E for effort at least by Lycanthrope. Very, very cool ship. Love it. So, all right. So let's go on to Reforge Eden here for the rest of the creations. Let me switch my my gameplay mode here a minute, and take a look at 6 other creations. Kind of a variety of creations this week as well. So we got some unusual things that I like to see the unusual things a lot too. I mean, I like to, of course, see ships built for game that really good specs and have all the right stuff to use in gameplay. But I also like to see some wild artist work and creativity and things like that too, that don't necessarily have to be something directly for gameplay, or maybe that wasn't the primary inspiration of the build. So some of those are going to be in here maybe this time. We'll see. I haven't really looked at any of the specs or anything. I just spawned one creation in specifically that I thought was really, really unique. I haven't seen anything quite like it before. So here, let me get the lights on here. And let's go to, geez, where to start? Let's start with this other author that I might give this author a tag like Entei of maybe this person doesn't sleep very much and does a lot of building, because yeah, it's been week after week. There's a fancy new creation by Mr. Artemis Rogue almost every week, and this one is no exception here. This is the Kill Switch by Artemis Rogue. So this is kind of following the a lot of the general design schemes of his previous ships, except this one is red and not blue. So, and it looks really sharp and detailed. I gotta assume that this is going to be fairly formidable with combat again, but I'm not 100% sure on this one. It looks a little tame with the guns versus the last couple I've looked at. But I'm seeing an awful lot of like flak cannons. I believe these are flak right over here. Yeah, flak turrets over there, and some cannon turrets on here. So it kind of looks like the author went and was playing with CPU numbers and things like that, and didn't put like the super. I mean, these are really good defensive type weapons on here. So maybe this is not an offensive ship, but maybe if you're a drone and thinking about messing with it, you're gonna be in for a world of hurt with all the flak cannons and things like that. Really cool looking design though. I love this this round work here, and every one of these has like an LCD over it too to make that pattern, which is again going with the theme of ships built by Artemis Rogue here. And the texturing looks great. I love the color scheme again. The grays, the darker grays, the red, plus some other things going on like the yellow caution texture. Well, actually decal. Got quite a bit of exterior lighting on this one as well, and a lot of detail. I mean, if you just look around the ship here, every block, every position you look is detailed. With a lot of stuff going on, and oh, that looks sharp. Oh yeah. Now the backside of this, I was looking at these thrusters. I mean, obviously there's a lot of these ring pieces in here that look really sharp, but just taking a look at like these thruster setups here, using the new blocks, that nice perfectly round setup there, and then get more of an oval shape on the top one there with the glass pieces behind there. In fact, you know, when you look at this, there's not actual thrusters in those positions, at least at the moment. Now maybe there's probably a lot of upgrade options on this ship, I wouldn't doubt, and there's some of these other places might be designed for that. And it's just some of the stuff to detail the thrusters. Like these are actually like these curved like countertop pieces in the deco set around that thruster there, but the way it's shiny and everything like that, it looks really cool in this nice sharp round looking ring. And that's kind of what I like about this. When you look at the backside, it just doesn't look like it's made of voxel blocks really. It's too round, too non-voxel block looking to really do that, which is a good thing. Trust me, it's a good thing. So yeah, really cool here. I'm just curious what this ship's all about. Obviously, it's got some pretty good defense on it, but I wouldn't necessarily rate this as some kind of ship you're going to take on dreadnoughts with. At least how it sits right now. But We'll see. We'll see. Let's get in. Let's get on board this and see what this ship is about. So let's see. This kill switch is rated to operate. Fusion core. Oh yeah, look at all the upgrade parts we're already talking about here. 8 medium, 8 small shield extenders. So plus to a wow. Okay, so a lot of upgrading going on here. So take a look at this this interior, this hangar bay interior. This is wild. It's like I went from the ship to like a futuristic, sophisticated alien race. Well, I wouldn't say alien race, but a really nice looking kind of Art Deco, almost like hangar with all the curvy blocks and tall ceilings and everything. It's almost like you kind of walked into some kind of high tech, I don't know, cathedral or something like that. Just a very, very unique difference there. But again, you don't really see voxels. Everything's so round, and I think maybe that has a lot to do with what was going on here. There's just everything is curvy, which is really cool. I like that. It just looks really, really sharp and detailed and high polygon for a Empyrion creation. So let's walk in one of these back rooms over here. Even all the walls and everything going on in here are a lot of curves used in the build. I like the dark ceilings kind of in the color scheme all the way around too. So obviously over here we've got a utility bay. I was going to say it's just a medical bay, but we also have some production up front over here. So it looks like we got all our specialized equipment and our shower and our toilet. More small constructors back over here, and then we've got some really quick. We got our med bay like right on the side of the hangar there. Quick access for that. If you're coming in dying like I probably would be in playing Empyrion most of the time, that's convenient. It's right there. You don't have to run through the ship and die while you're trying to get there before you can get healed up. So over here, it looks like we got some armor lockers. Interesting formation here. Kind of looks, I don't know, like it's going to put them in stasis or something like that. Kind of that would be my if I was to guess what's going on here, it's like some kind of like a 3-person stasis field, so you can take long trips in space and sleep while you're doing it, so you don't waste time. So we got our shield right over here. Looks like in this really dark room, which is kind of cool. I like how that you can't really see anything else beyond the shield, except for that thruster obviously over there. But that is very cool. So interesting ship so far. Very interesting. Oh, we got some plants in here too. Wow. That's pretty wild. So then it looks like, yeah, as soon as you get in the back, you're right into the bridge here already. And interesting spiral staircases going up to the pilot seat there. Obviously, you're going to have a really good view distance coming out from this first-person view here. So you should be able to see, like, no ship or anything in your way of sight at all. So perfect visibility going through there. Let's what's going on here? That is a blast door. Okay, so quick access in and out of the ship makes good sense. The author typically does that with all the ships there. Uses them in game a lot to blow a lot of stuff up, I gotta assume. But it's very convenient. Awesome feature. I do recommend that with most ships. If you can find a quick way from outside of the ship to where you pilot the ship at, especially if it's a first-person pilot view, I think that's always a beneficial option in game. There's a lot of situations you can get yourself or find yourself in the game when you're like not paying attention and building some matrices or something down in production, and then all of a sudden you hear pinging sounds of things attacking you, or you're outside salvaging something and you got to get in your ship fast because a battle cruiser came by, and that is just an awesome feature to have there. So I will stress that all the time. But again, instructions on the ship. The only thing I wanted to fly up a little bit because I feel like I'm missing something here. The ship is pretty big. There's a lot of stuff up here, I thought. But no, I guess that is all the interior area, and this is just kind of a lot of decorative stuff going on here. Interesting. Yeah, it's all blacked out in this area too. Oh, very, very cool ship there. So obviously huge amount of upgrade potential, especially with shielding and fusion reactor and things like that. I swear there's more interior space though, because I obviously seen the hangar and the back areas, but I just keep on feeling like there's some upgrade rooms that I'm missing and stuff like that as well somewhere on the ship, because it did talk about placing a fusion reactor. I could read the information, but I'm really curious here, and the shield parts and all that stuff. I'm just I better read. I better read. And honestly, I wouldn't doubt there is there a video on this one as well? I don't see a video link on here, but so 34 module turrets, a lot of turret upgrades into the port complement room. I guess I don't have to read all this, but it does give you instructions on where the fusion reactor is meant to go. So it's a port component room. I said complement. Component. Interesting. Anyway, very, very cool looking ship. Definitely like that. Unusual looking ship again. Fits with the whole theme the author has been building for a bit now, and a lot of ship entries in there. And this one, I don't know if there's a difference in function between the colors, or the author just wanted to go with a different color, because again, it's usually more of a blue tone, or as of late at least. But yeah, very cool. Let's look at some numbers here. So to start with, we're size class 11, unlock level 25, 118 forward. Now keep in mind, this is in Reforged Eden this time. So 59 strafing, 118 lift, reverse, and 59 down. 21 fuel tanks, 3 oxygen tanks. Got some sensory guns in here. And the game kind of screws up that. I think it's saying 21. Really hard to read right there, though. 8 cannon turrets, 16 advanced laser cannons. And then you got the flak turret. We got drills on here, too, and a detector. Wow, this is really more than meets the eye. So I'm a little surprised at the weaponry. I didn't see the laser cannons on here. Oh, yeah, there they are. They're right on the sides over here. Okay. I guess, yeah, they sort of just kind of fit in, and maybe it's the way they were colored in here, like kind of matching the color scheme of the hull as well. So CPU-wise, looks like it's a Core 9 setup. It's probably going to want a little bit more CPU, but this is probably in the safe limits without blowing up any generators or anything like that on here. Let's take a look at its shield as well. So 19,700 with the stock shield. Obviously, a lot of upgrades. It looked like a full complement of medium and small shield parts and a fusion reactor, so you could really build this up a lot and get a lot more guns and weapons and everything else on here. So I'm starting to think this is kind of more of a combat-oriented ship. After all, at first I was thinking it was toned down a little bit, but it's more than meets the eye, that's for sure. We got a location back here, obvious location for long-range radar in the back. Again, the author was trying to keep the CPU down, I believe, and that's probably why there's some cannon turrets on here too, and stuff like that. But yeah, very, very cool ship. Again, this is the Kill Switch by Artemis Rogue. Really cool looking design, yet again. And yeah, very, very nice. All right, so the next ship here, another CV, and this is the Q2C Raccoon Bot 330V by Raccoon. Well, it's actually Raccoona. Well, no, actually it's not. It's by Raccoona Bot 330V. Oh man, no, I screwed up. This is by Raccoona. I got a typo in my my thing where it said the ship name twice and not the author name. But look at this. Look at this. Isn't it? You almost want to pet it. You almost want to pet it. Look at that. That's cute. That's cute. It's kind of like a raccoon face. And then there's the nose and the ears. Oh, that is really cool. It's got kind of that green tint there, but I really like the block work making that shape here. That's that's very cool. And the ship itself looks very nice too. But again, by who made it, and kind of what it's about. It's this is fun. I like that. The nose is just classic right there. The way that's done up, it goes so well, especially with the ears and the general shape of it as well. Kind of like kind of sitting kind of like the back legs sort of over there, and then we've got a tail too, almost like a scorpion-like tail on this one. So this raccoon means some business here. That's just neat. That's just neat. I love the design work going on here and everything like that. It looks very clean and nice too. Yeah, the Raccoon Bot 330 by Pteran Industries. Got a landing pad on the back. Again, I love the tail too and the general blocks. This use of the round. It's different what's going on here. This is like a quarter round block on either side. It kind of looks like it's just a full round pipe block, but it's not. It's kind of made up with individual smaller round pieces to do that, which is really, really cool. So we got a couple side hanger doors. Obviously, some really cool looking turret mounts on the side here using the new blocks as well. The nice big curvy blocks, which I think are a very welcome addition to the game here. I would like to see some more support blocks to those, though. There are some things that you can't quite pull off because it's kind of missing some transition blocks to fit those in some cases, but they are nice to have in the game. This is pretty interesting too. The author used this other, I believe this is a new block as well, with some of these other pieces to kind of look like some guns there. Obviously, you could swap those out and put some actual launchers on there. But yeah, it looks really, really cool. Nice stance too. All right. Well, anyway, let me adjust the lighting and get aboard here and see what how this raccoon works here. This bot raccoon. It's not kind of a little AI going on in here or something. So yeah, we got a nice hanger as soon as you walk in. It kind of looks like it's I don't know if these numbers over here mean anything in particular. I was when I first looked at them, I was like, oh, you could fit some medium shield parts there, but I don't think that is where medium shield parts, if any, on this creation are supposed to go. You wouldn't have a hanger then. So we got storage. Let's take this back door here. So it looks like we pop into engineering here. Let me up the lighting a little bit more here. See what's going on. So kind of so we got a gravity generator, our shield, and our warp drive. Looks like some fuel tanks, generators, all kinds of stuff up here. I was going to say Pentaxid tank, but yeah, Pentaxid tank right up there. So pretty much all the engineering main components of the ship are back over there. Now this isn't a very big ship at all either, so had to put them somewhere. Got our main core over there, a storage controller. Looks like we got a front entry way over here. Utility function, including an advanced constructor and our medbay O2, armor locker, storage box, detector. Got our ventilator right above there. We do have an elevator going upward here, and then we go into the full medical bay area, which is nice and convenient. So we got our toilet and our shower and all our specialized equipment in here. And what the heck is that? Is that the main core? Is that the main core? Yeah, that's got to be the main core. Yeah. The color just throws me for a loop. That actually looks pretty neat in that color. Blends in really cool. So yeah, main core right up front there. Let's take the elevator up, and this is probably going to dump us off to the bridge. Looks like we got some CPU blocks around the area. Quick entry into this elevator from the top of the ship. And then, yep, right up to the bridge over here. Nice complement LCDs on the side there. Nice visibility. And it looks like we also got some quick entry points right on the side. Right, yeah, right kind of through the ears. Gotta scratch him right over here. He's got a little itch going on there. Very nice ship though. Very nice. I love the styling and the fun factor of it, and it's just it's very fitting. It's very fitting for the author and the author's name and things like that. So again, really cool looking ship here. So let's look at some numbers. So unlock level 15, size class 1. Yeah, this is pretty small. 24 forward, 24 strafing, 32 lift, 16 reverse, 16 down, 4 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks. 3 hour and 53-minute build time. Yeah, so almost like a starter. This is definitely starter material over here, or pretty close to starter. I mean, yeah, maybe mid, but I mean the price is low. It does use a little bit of estrium and zacosium in the mix, but very mild amounts. Something you can get on starter planets from probably a lot more than that from starter planets investigating POIs and things like that in the game. So we got 5 minigun turrets, 4 sentry, actually 6 sentry guns, and a detector on here. CPU-wise, it is a Core 2. So basically a single basic CPU core into the mix, and it's got about 50,000 extra CPU left over on top of that. So a player could add some upgrades, some more guns. Kind of looks like we have additional weapon mounts in these marked locations across the top over here. Maybe some more along other parts of the ship as well. Let's take a look at your storage here. So we got an ammo controller at 152K, storage controller at 168K, and I think that's about it, beyond some boxes and other things like that. Very cool. This ship doesn't do any farming, doesn't need to, which is totally fine. And it does have a landing pad on the top there, and obviously you could walk right off that landing pad and then jump right down this hatch on the top. It's also really convenient for gameplay, just to get in and out of the ship quickly from wherever you may be floating around in your spacesuit, salvaging something in space or something. So very nice there. Yeah, very cool design. Again, this is the Q2C Raccoon Bot 330V by Raccoon. Very nice build here. So let's, I got things a little out of order on my list here. So we're going to look at this guy over here right now. This is the Farmhouse by Shadow, author I'm unfamiliar with. So this is one that I kind of stood out to me as pretty artsy, and I don't know if it's got a lot of game function or not in it yet, but I thought it looked really, really unique and neat. That literally, when I first spawned it in too, I thought this was actually like built on a asteroid. I have seen some creations do that before, but no, in this case it's not. These are all actual regular blocks and not like asteroid terrain blocks here. So this is obviously meant to go, I believe, in space, and that's how the picture of it was shown as well. So you got a lot of large solar panels on this side of the creation, which is really interesting too. But look at that, the author like made this whole chunk of ground here, and I really like what they did with the grass kind of going over the top of it, with the texturing and things like that. And yeah, keep in mind, it's rare you see anybody make terrain out of the voxel blocks or terrain like creations, and this author did, and really mixed up like the texturing and the coloring on this whole bottom section as well. And yeah, just the organic look to it, really, really cool actually. The way this is all done up, kind of where it kind of goes down here, and it's not following. It's not like a formation. It looks very natural. The way the like stalagmite or something hanging from a cave top, or stalactite. I think that's, yeah, the tights. The tights are the ones that hang, if I remember from cave knowledge. I don't know what to say about that one. So let's take a look at this really cool looking yard, and oh, look at the tree too, with the a swing on the tree. Man, this almost looks like a different video game right here, doesn't it? It almost looks like we're looking at some, I don't know, Mario Land or something, kind of on top, but not really. But yeah, that is really cool. I love the way the tree is done, and this is just an added little touch here with the tree swing. That's neat. Got some miscellaneous stuff laying around the yard here. Got a little place for some baskets, and oh, that's just like this is a sandbox, isn't it? Oh, that's so cool with the baskets there, the sand. Oh man, just little stuff, like this little grass clump, like up over there on the side too. Just little minor details, and obviously the decals kind of placed over this this particular green surface texture and color. Got a little patio out over here. Looks like we got a bird feeder. Got some bales of hay over here. Little grass chunks again. Kind of stick it up here. We got a lit up area. This is probably like, you know, I got to assume for gameplay reasons, this is probably your landing pad over here. So if you're out in space and this is technically a space station, you got a pretty nice large landing pad out on this section over here. Looks like we got an entry door coming into the house here. So much stuff to see in the yard though. Just like a little, oh yeah, like a little well or tank or something like that. Getting a little grass chunk sticking up over there. Oh, we got our storm cellar over here. Oh, like that. Look at the wood too, and it's kind of, yeah, that looks cool. Then we got, of course, our porch area over on this side. Some more stuff laying around the yard. Oh, look at this. This is a rake just laying on the ground over here, and a bunch of like leaves. I gotta assume with the texturing there. Yeah, this is neat. Just such a different, unique creation here. I like how the window frames are made with the thin blocks, like that double angled thin block piece there, and the little stucco looking stuff above here. Or that's wood. It's not stucco. Like upstairs, like little attic window there. Cool looking roof layout as well. Looks realistic. I mean, kind of like a log pattern, like logs go into the roof here. A nice touch there too. And the roof kind of angles off at the top there. You got a little, I don't know, place you put one of those little windmill direction wind finder things or something there. Little chicken up there. Very nice. All right, well, my goodness, got to get aboard. It seems like the wrong term to use for this. So as soon as we walk in, we got some serious wood grain on the interior here, and a big farm. And look at that arrow here, man. Again, this just kind of looks like it's some other video game. Like, I don't know, just it probably is. Maybe it was inspired by the graphics in a different game. I'm not sure exactly what game that is yet, but it's just cool. Very, very cool and creative here. Oh, so these are removable grow plots. They're not the actual ones, but that's a nice texture to use for the grow plots. They actually almost look like grow plots. But so you replace all those, you put in your own grow plots. It already has grow lights in here. So that's telling me that this has some actual in-game function going on here besides looking really neat. So we got the farmhouse here. We got even more growing going on the attic floor, I would say. A lot of food processors. Looks like the authors certainly had a lot of fun with this one. Farmhouse space base. While maintaining a level 7. Oh, nice. Oh, I like the little smiley face there, and it tells you about stuff. Hydroponic plants. Oh, and that's actually a switch to turn this on and off. You know, I got to say, I like what just looking at these LCDs, and they're a little more than meets the eye. Obviously, you just see the LCD, but I'm looking at this trim around it, and it kind of looks like little pop-up messages. It as intended to look that way, I do believe. That's neat. Like you see the little roundy corners on it, and yeah, that's pretty cool too. I like that, like little window pop-ups there. Oh, very cool. All right, so I think we're going to have to go outside and into the storm cellar and see what's going on below this. Obviously, there's a lot of blocks below us here. I'm kind of wondering what is actually going on. Oh, yeah. Now we're to business. Look at that. The rest of it's just a farm up top, and now we've got our production base going on in here. So we got our advanced constructors, a whole bunch of labeled storage in here. Looks like quite a lot of storage as well. All around this whole area, plus additional storage controllers along this area. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little sidetracked by this LCD armor locker over here. Oh, that's a trip. It's not. It's not an armor locker. There's an LCD of an armor locker over here. It's fun to look at these kinds of creations, I gotta tell you. Look at that! Oh man, Deconstructor LCD, kind of 3D-ish too. Repair station. Oh my goodness. So it's probably kind of meant to keep it cheaper and not have a lot of these parts in there. So the author decided to make LCD like graphics for them, rather than just put a little sign that says armor locker goes here, or like how I would probably do it, put a decal on the floor. No, the author made a whole LCD for it. That is so cool. Gotta give the author some credit for this. I've never seen this. I've never seen that. I mean, I've seen some cool looking LCDs, you know, to tell you, hey, a part goes here and with a border, so you could fit the part there. But I've never seen anyone literally make LCDs to look like the part. Look, we got 2 furnace bays over here too. That is cool with the furnace. Is this part of an LCD set? Did the author make all these LCDs? I've never seen them before. I gotta assume the author did make all these LCDs. Yeah. Well, I gotta say this is just super unique and interesting. And hold on, we're not done. We've got okay, we've got a lot more. Sorry, I got really stuck on that room there. So yeah, production, big old staircase going down here. There's some elevators as well. And now we're getting down into more of this space station. Pad 3. Oh man, we got landing pads in here. We got look like a central elevator going down to pad 1, pad 2. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Wow, there's a lot of room down in here. I'm trying to figure out, how do you get your creations in here yet? So I'm missing something yet. So maybe they all link up to a central area here somewhere. Wow, this really goes down. Remove blue wall and fit 9x2 hangar door. Okay, so you add your own hangar door. And you take out the wall that I didn't even really notice from the outside. Oh, how slick is that? Wow, this thing is really more than meets the eye, I tell you. Nice looking thin block work there. Kind of looks a little, yeah, it's neat looking symbol there. I was gonna say it looks a little like a Space Invader from the Space Invaders really old arcade game. But that's cool. Nice looking formation there. And yeah, so we do have a hangar door, and then you can kind of fly up here, and you can fly and park your creations like up on these other pads up on the side here, and there's a lot of room inside of here to do that with as well. Yeah, what a trip. What a trip. I didn't expect all this. You know, I seen it from the outside. I didn't really look at the description too much on it either. And it was like, I knew I wanted to see it regardless of what it said about it. Didn't look at the med bay over here yet too. Oh, look at that. Oh man, the one piece, just as I was gonna copy it and torment another game Empyrion player with it if there was a LCD of the clone chamber. It would have been really fitting for a little bit of torment of someone. Yeah, very cool. So you got another LCD over here again with the rounded corners, like a pop-up Windows message kind of thing, which is really neat style. And it looks like the author was really trying to keep this a low level of unlock, having all these parts not actually placed in here to start with. We got one other section here to check out, and this is actually a pretty big area as well. Our engineering section over here. And the author really just spent a lot of time with the LCDs, just doing all this stuff. Like fuel, oxygen tanks go there, generators. You can fit a lot of generators in here. Our solar capacitors. Nice. What is this? Sorry about that. Excuse me. This has got to be one of the coolest looking CPU placement upgrade things I've seen. I love this LCD in the back showing like where all the CPU blocks go in this kind of cage setup over here. Set up for a compact shield generator right in here. That kind of fits in there. Looks like we got another way down to, I gotta believe the landing decks, unless that goes somewhere else. SCA. Large. Oh man, this thing's even set up for shields. What a trip. So we got some more information over here on how to put in the shields and things like that. Hold on, I gotta take this way down and see where this goes here. Oh no, this is a different room. So some medium shield parts and banks and couplings and ammunition storage, ammo storage. Really? This looks too cute to shoot at anything. Oh man, what a deception. I mean, maybe this is a PvP tactic. Like everybody would see this from a distance and be like, I'll take my super megalodon ship or whatever it might be, and I'll go fly and I'll go mess with this person. And then it probably has all these trick guns and things, and they get decimated when they attack the Farmhouse space station. Oh, this is really cool. This is really cool, I gotta say. Just so, again, I'm giving it a lot of uniqueness points on this one. Just several uniqueness points. Things I have not seen done quite like this ever before. And I've seen a lot of creations. So this one is really really unique here. Let's take a look at some numbers here. I'm curious on that. There's got to be a lot of blocks used to build up this whole setup here. So I don't think it's going to be super cheap, but I think it's going to be low level to unlock. So let's see how that comes out. Yep. Yeah, look at that. Unlock level 7. Size class 10. 10-hour and 30-minute build time. So yeah, I kind of expected it to take a little bit to build because again, it's size. It's got a lot of blocks in it and a lot of things going on in here. But that is really cool. It got 9 fuel tanks, 18 oxygen tanks. Has a pretty large solar array, and they're all facing the right direction. So you should be able to get good solar sun or solar light for this. CPU wise, it's very inexpensive. So in that regard. So Reforged Eden, it's only using 98,000 CPU. And obviously the author left out a lot of parts. It would have been easier for the author to put in the parts and charge everyone more for the creation. But the author decided to do it a different way and build LCDs to show you where the parts go, which is, again, really, really cool. Just one of those things you don't see very much. Let's take a look at the storage. So, nicely labeled storage setup here. So we've got a large constructor in and out. 1 and 2 looks like they're both 320Ks there. And actually 4 320s, 6 320s. I'm guessing, yeah, 6 320K there. Plus we've got some more. Look at all the fridges. Even the fridges got in and outs on them. More advanced constructors here, more 320K storage bays. We did see quite a bit of storage inside the production area of the space station. That's so weird, me calling it a space station, but it technically is. Everything is labeled. I mean, well, maybe not this. Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? Fridge up, yeah, sort of. So very nicely done here, and we've got a lot of storage. So we've got 4 plus 6. So we're looking at 10 320s plus some of these other areas, which, yeah, that's a full-blown storage controller there, too. Oh, so is this one. I expected this one to be a box, and it's not. It's a 320K storage controller. Modular blocks. Yeah, just a lot of storage on here. Wow, engineering storage. I don't know how many 320K storage bays are on here, but there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, I'm almost thinking there's upwards 16, 20 320K storage bays on here. Every one of these that I thought was going to be a box is actually a full-blown 320K controller on here. Do we have any? Yeah. So again, yeah, really, really cool design here. Again, this is the Farmhouse by Shadow. Really, really cool, man. A lot of interesting stuff going on here, and again, I haven't really seen anything quite like it before, and you did a great job. I mean, this whole terrain thing with the grass and the stuff and the yard detail work, and yeah, very neat. And again, I'm probably no, I kind of stand corrected. I have seen blocks used for terrain in a build or two before, but not to this extent before. So yeah, hats off on that. When I first spawned this in, I thought it was a an asteroid POI build actually. So I'm it's not. It is actually a legitimate like production space station with a lot of production capabilities in it. So very nice, very nice. So the next one, since we're looking at some bases here, let's look at this guy over here. This is the Dispensary by Jay Drafton. And I think hopefully I don't got this sunk in the ground too much. I had a leeway, so I had to sink it in the ground to get the floor to line up. It was designed that way so it wouldn't collapse, being a fairly good size structure here. But this looks like a pretty massive farming section or farming base going on here. And you can tell it's built out of concrete in places, maybe some wood blocks in other areas as well to get the very different textures on it. And it looks really nice. It looks really nice from the outside. I like the textures used. Again, you don't see this too often at all. And it has all these little pieces around the edges that I think are kind of meant to maybe pop some sentry guns on for base defenses. Or it just looks cool though, but it kind of lines up everything. See what's going on the top. So we've got a lot of solar panel action going on up there. You can see a lot of glass roofing here too. Yeah, nice. So yeah, so the solar panels, I expect them to work pretty good for a base. That's probably the optimal position to have solar panels on a base is straight up like that. This way, it'll probably overall collect the majority of sun throughout the day-night cycle there with that setup there. So we do got a lot of just defenses around the base too. You did see these sentry guns kind of located kind of in the corners there that could kind of cover the internal areas, and looks like they loop all the way around the base. And again, if you want some more defenses, it kind of looks like you could certainly place some sentry guns on these other pieces that are kind of installed with the base on the ground, kind of like yeah, like if you're driving around with a HV tank doing donuts in the parking lot, you won't slam into the building by accident, kind of thing. Very cool, or maybe you would anyway. But so we got some ladders that do take us up to the roof there. So let's get in here. I don't know if there's going to be much point to trying to turn the lights down in here a little bit. I'll do it some. But yeah, being all open like that, kind of the sunbeams look really cool actually. So that's cool. I like the filler grow plots. Sorry, I just was trying to figure out real quick what that cone was. And on that one, on just this one, I don't know what that cone is or why that cone is there. That's gonna I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night tonight and I'm like, why was that cone there? Cool looking grow plot filler block. So I like the way that was done there. Neat texture and surface and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, that's neat. It kind of looks like they're certainly looks like grow plots are supposed to go there. But the author was kind enough to remove them all, or not place them to, so we didn't have to come up with a bazillion grow plots before we could spawn in the creation and get busy with it quicker here. Like the wooden beams in here. And it looks like in this general area, towards the front, obviously, we've got some Wi-Fi, a place for a probably a repair, armor repair, or just a armor locker, or whatever R is. I'm not sure. That could be a repair bay, right? This isn't a, no, that's not a, interesting. What is this piece here, actually? I'm confused. I am a little confused. What am I looking at? This doesn't look like a standard piece. A system console. Huh. For some reason, that just looks like a part I haven't seen in the game before. Maybe I'm just full of it here, but yeah. I don't, maybe it's one of the Reforged Eden Deco pieces that I just haven't really looked at very much, but very cool. Very cool. So we got some small constructor over there, obviously a food processor, Got a med bay there. Oxygen on the other side. Oh, we got a menu over here too. Dispensary service. So this is like a. Oh wow. So like a takeout organically grown food place, maybe. Hydrocells. Oh, look at that. Oh, there was some food on the menu, but yeah, some other things. Oxygen and hydrocells and coffee and energy drinks and pizza and beer. Very nice. I didn't expect that either. I thought this was just pretty much a dedicated farm, but no, this is kind of more of a base than a farm, a solar operated base. Got some places for, looks like quite a lot of production actually. If all these decals down here, I got to assume that's like a small constructor, a bunch of large advanced constructors or deconstructors can go down this area. And of course, we've got a message board over here. So it talks about our upgrading and what's going on here. Turret placements outside the doors. Deco, add crew for happiness. In vanilla, you'll need more herbal leaves. Okay, so yeah, very cool. Nice instruction manual inside here. And we got a basement of sorts. Okay, so I got this spawned a little bit far in the ground for that. So there is a floor down here. So sorry about that. I kind of buried some of the fridges down here. But yeah, I think we get the idea. We got some storage controllers, several fridges, our main CPU core right down over here. And just and then we got this switch here. Let's hit that. I'm not sure. Maybe that could be a... Oh, did that open this up? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It did. Oh, sneaky. That's like a trap door and stuff. Didn't expect that one. Thought it was going to turn on a light or something. Not open up another room. So epic specialty weapons. Oh, the secret area in the base. Sorry, again, I got dirt all over the floor in here. So we got a shower over here, and then a toilet on the other side, and a bed. So this is where you can kind of live and put your epic specialty weapons, and no one will ever find you unless they're like me and happen to hit that switch lever and notice. That's cool. That is really cool. I didn't know you could legitimately use those parts on a standard creation. I didn't see any problems spawning this creation in. Again, when I first grabbed it too, I expected it to show up in... Oh no, I'm thinking of the last one. Never mind. That's cool. That is very cool. So quite a lot of grow bays or grow plot areas on here too. And it's kind of set up obviously to use the traditional or the Reforged Eden grow plots in there. It looks like you will need to add your own grow lights. And no, not necessarily. This one doesn't have one, but I think, well, some do and some don't have them. Like there was one in there, but a lot of these don't. Maybe that was just kind of a placeholder to show you where the grow lights are supposed to go. So that's why there's one in place. Or maybe they were all in place and the author was trying to make it cheaper and missed the one right there. That could be the case too. Either way, it doesn't matter. The grow lights, I usually leave the grow lights in my creations, even though I usually take the farms out or the grow plots out. But the grow lights were really super inexpensive and didn't require high level unlocks or anything special to build those. So I usually will just include those. Anyway, let's take a look at some numbers here. So to start with, unlock level 10, size class 3. I got 4 fuel tanks, 3 oxygen tanks, 2 hour and 50-minute grow time, or build time. Well, you could grow this technically. You could get a seed for this base, and never mind. 2 hour and 50-minute build time, 3 oxygen tanks. I think I already covered that. CPU-wise, very light on CPU. So I think in Reforged Eden, is this a... I'm not sure if this is contains a basic CPU block or not. Actually, I would say it might. The cobalt and titanium use might be because of that in Neo in there. Let's take a look at your storage. So labeled storage up here. So we got an armory at 16K. So that would be a box there. Got a controller number 2. Okay, so all 3 of those are boxes. We got a 336K controller there. 14K ammo box. Another 336K controller. Trading goods, sprouts, promethium. I think these might be boxes. And then, holy smokes, look at all of that. Wow, there's a lot on there. So I think a lot of these are boxes. Places for all the like different breakdown of the resources in the game, or a lot of them at least. Taxed fuel. So yeah, a lot of boxes. Looks like two 336K storage controllers. And then yeah, just a lot of places to put stuff though. But I mean, its main function is kind of a farming, at least right off the gate. But it's got plenty of room to add a lot of constructors, deconstructors, and all kinds of stuff in there to go full-blown production. And then of course it's going to get a lot of power assist from solar as well. So very, very cool build here. Again, unique. I like to see these unique ones. I mean, you know, when there's like what is there, like well over 100,000 some creations on the workshop. It's nice to see just things that are unusual now and then. So, and this is a kind of fits that category as a farming production solar base. Very nice, very nicely done. So again, this is the Dispensary by Jay Drafton. So let's see, what do we got here? And we got some more stuff in here yet. So we looked at those two. Let's look at this guy, and then we'll come back for the last one over there. So what we got here, let me get the lights back on. Let me make sure I got my name right here real quick. Yeah, general. Yeah, okay, this is the GIST Multi-Purpose Hub by TKC. If I said that, I probably mispronounced the author name here. But this is a space station, and a very cool-looking one, I will say. Yeah, really interesting-looking space station going on here. I like the use of all these like these framing blocks in here, and all the detail you get from that, with all the cross beams and whatnot on this big setup going over here. And almost kind of looks like it might be some type of setup for a repair bay or something, on where you could take a large ship and kind of fly it and kind of park it maybe sideways over this area and repair it. It's not really a landing pad or anything like that, so I got to assume that this is just a really cool, elegant repair bay platform over here. It's got even some lighting that you can turn on to illuminate what you got parked there. Really looks nice. I like that. It looks super, super detailed. And the breakup and texture lights and colors in here too, with the red and green there. But the whole base, the whole station, I should say, looks really interesting. Yeah, that's the way it's set up and laid out and everything. That's neat. So obviously you got, well, these aren't even staircases, are they? They're just, at first I was like, oh, you could just walk up in here, and no, not there. It looks like that is more or less for repairing. I'll have to see if there's some kind of repair console or something that goes over that area there. So then we got this really interesting looking solar array going on here too. Very unusual block work here. Yeah, using those wedge triangle pieces there. That looks neat. Kind of like they're almost like some angled solar panels themselves. Then we got some real solar panels going over here. It looks like the, what are these, the big ones? I think these are the smaller ones. Or are they? No, that's 5 blocks. No, these are the large ones. My bad. Oh, that's just really, really interesting going on here. I was wondering if there's a walkway in there or something, but there's not really. It's just a really elaborately detailed framing section here that just holds those solar panels in place. So you've got like a grouping going this way, and then a grouping going this way as well. Now in space, I would say that, you know, if the sun or star was at this angle, I'm not sure what angle exactly. Like I don't think you would have like all your solar panels like maximizing their solar potential, because some are facing one way and some are facing the other way and whatnot. I would have to see how the game's calculating that now. But yeah, cool looking solar array to say the least there. I haven't legitimately found a way in, but I haven't even looked at the top side of this yet. So we got a way in over there. This is a pretty interesting deck over here. So this could be kind of like an alcove. Maybe you put a repair station. I'm really fixated on that whole repair thing because I think that's a really neat looking like chunk to repair a ship there, or like the framework and everything. Cool looking colors and textures and stuff too on here. Everything's really detailed. There's just a lot going on everywhere you look. So the author certainly put a lot of attention to detail into this creation. So as soon as you walk in, it looks like we've got some O2 armor locker and a clone chamber. And let's see, so we got the neat little flying skull decal there. And then it looks like we're getting in kind of to the heart of the station here. Like this balcony up here as you walk in. Got some staircases going down to the lower floor here. And you got a fridge and a food processor. In this general area, our main core is right in the center on the top. Got a kind of a formation of boxes going across there. Looks like we got some locations to add some other pieces in here. Have to see what C represents in this. Could be a core block, which would make a lot of sense, or a CPU block. Let's go out this back door over here. Okay, so that just kind of gets us. This is like a separate chunk over here. Very interesting. Got some doors coming off the bottom side here. Oh, got a bathroom and a shower over there. And just kind of like this open floor plan here where it looks like maybe the author said, you know, let the player add their own constructors in the where they want to put them. You just got this big open, really nice looking room. You can lay things out however you want, whatever you can fit in place there. You could line this up with a bunch of constructors. I'm just guessing on that one. I'm just assuming that might be the intent for this. I don't see. I was going to say maybe it's a hangar, but I don't see any. If it was a hangar, there's no hangar doors that I can see, at least, unless there's some kind of trick door going on somewhere here. And this looks like a location for a teleporter right there, I'm guessing. So yeah, kind of straightforward base there. And I think a lot of it is just cosmetics, but I'm not 100% sure. So I want to see what's going on with some of these cylinder pieces, really detailed cylinder pieces around here. So it looks like these are storage. So they're just, it's not interior space, but you can obviously see there's going to be a lot of storage in here. These are like individual separated storage controllers in these pieces here. Going kind of along the base. Yeah, nice way to do it. So you could have all that moved away from the interior of the base. Then we got this big section going downward too. And I'm not really necessarily seeing a way into it from here. Let's fly down into this. It's solely detailed, and this whole area on the inside is all textured and detailed and everything as well. Oh, blinky lights in here. But I don't think there's any way to access it from outside. Oh, yeah, there is. Look at that. Oh, that's sneaky. There's like a little, you got to like space crouch through here. And then you could get into this and you could see this this cool lighting setup, kind of like it's kind of spinning around like that's your big, like a fusion reactor or something in that area. Oh, that's really cool. Really cool. Yeah, very nice space station. It kind of looks like it could be a POI as well in game, like some kind of POI. You could have a little trade station in here, or it could be hostile. I haven't seen any weapons or anything on here either. So anyway, let's take a look at some numbers. And to start with, size class 5, unlock level 10. 1 fuel tank, 1 oxygen tank, 5 hour and 20 minute build time. So pretty light considering how technically big and elaborate this is. It doesn't really have a super high-end build time on it at all. It's pretty cheap resource-wise for the most part there. Yeah, it doesn't really need much of anything special there. A lot of iron, but you know, it's pretty good size. But other than that, CPU-wise, very light on CPU as well. So yeah, you got a good about 50,000 CPU left over, even when it's at its lowest setting on CPU here. Let's take look at your storage. I know you got a lot of storage in there. Uh-oh. I don't know if we've... not seeing it here. Let me check something. There might be a part that I think we... let me get into bases and parts and... grab a Wi-Fi and stick it on here a second. I'm kind of wondering, since I didn't see it in my menu, I'm kind of wondering if it just needs a Wi-Fi place somewhere here. Just dump one like there, and then take a look. Oh, that's weird. Still don't see it. Let me, maybe I needed more time. That's where I know this has storage in here. I bet you probably already even has Wi-Fi already, but for some reason, which I cannot explain right now, I'm not seeing it here. That doesn't make any sense. Why is that? Why would that be? Even if it didn't have a Wi-Fi on here, which I'm sure it does, because I mean the author would have known that, because I mean how else would you even access the storage bays on here? But I don't know why the game does not want to show me the Wi-Fi here. What am I looking at? I don't see the creation itself. No. Huh. All right. Well, if I were guessing, let's see. Let's count the divisions in the Stoller and these arrays inside of here. So it looks like we got a we'll say one controller unit here, separation controller unit here, and separation here. Let me look at let me look at the controller itself. Sorry about this. That's just, I don't know why this is happening. Never had that happen before. So we got, this is the 320K. See it? I'm so confused. No, oh, I'm an idiot. My goodness, I was thinking, oh, sorry guys, sorry, I totally dropped the ball on that one. Here's all the stuff. It did have everything it needed. I was looking at the creation, but for some reason I thought, yeah, never mind. So we've got a lot of storage going on here. Base ammo 14K, weapons O2 320K for that, 320K for water. I got an output at 16K, special hold to be determined, loot 320K, armor boosters, pentaxid, quest, wow, a lot of stuff in here. But obviously it does have some pretty large storage controllers on here. I would say that each one of these is probably two 320s of these round formations here, or the cylinder formations here. And there might be more in the mix too. I don't know if there's anything going on inside of here. Oh yeah, there's a little access door in here too. So yeah, a place for maybe a shield. Some other upgrade components in here. And oh yeah, like this one has a solar capacitor and a gravity generator in it. And what do we got in here? Open. And not one on this side. Okay. Let me get this Wi-Fi out of here. Sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking. For some reason, I was associating the name with the previous creation and not this one, and that's why I was thinking I wasn't seeing it, which was totally untrue. So again, very, very cool station here. This is the GIST Multi-Purpose Hub by TKC. Very nice. So the last creation today here is pretty interesting as well. We got a CV over here. It looks like a sort of a combat-oriented CV, and this is a CVL or L25 hard word to say, Pteradon. So Pteran AI by Paganizer. Oh, really cool looking ship. I've seen another ship kind of shaped like this a few weeks back. It looks totally different than this one, but yeah, cool looking, kind of almost a Star Wars touch on ship design here, with a big like tall front section, and definitely although this one will land, it looks like it would be more of a space oriented type of ship. In this case, I would actually say, lay that type of ship to be combat-oriented, which I think would be pretty fitting there. Yeah, look at that front arsenal going on here. So this big section over here going down is really, it's not like interior space. It's like this massive turret holder, essentially holding, turrets and weapons, which is really cool. That gives you a lot of front-facing firepower there, and it kind of spreads them out. So yeah, this thing actually looks really mean. When you come to think of it, you know, it's you've seen some weapons on here, but yeah, that's a pretty cool idea on what the author did over here, on to really stack a lot of good line of sight weaponry on here, and look at all the launchers going on this. As the ship itself, it looks really nice. I like the color scheme a lot here too, and the attention to detail is really nice. The color changes and variations in that is cool. Stuff like, you know, how this part is more of this kind of tannish color versus the grays. I think that's a nice look as well. We got some more lift. We've got some lift thrusters on the bottom side over here. Quite a few. Looks like we're using all the large sized, or well, yeah, large sized thrusters there. And this one actually is an Excel thruster right in the back middle there. And we got our forward thrust over here, quite a bit of that there as well. So yeah, no, this is a combat ship. Obviously, it's going to have a hangar on there. Really cool looking ship. Really cool. Very, very different. Oh, man. No. Sorry about that. And you ran out of gas. All right, one sec here. Fill you up. Yeah, and it can land on a pretty small footprint on something too. I mean, might look a little unusual, but it can do it, which is really cool for gameplay and things like that. So let's get aboard here and see what's going on. Just adjust the lighting a little bit here. So we got a kind of a small. Well, actually, this is bigger than you think it is. That's 5 blocks wide, so it's about a 5x5 entry area over here. So that's not too bad at all. So you can park something reasonably decent size in here, or a couple things, a couple SVs or whatnot. So in the hangar here, cool looking ceiling. I like the detail work and the piping texture light stuff going on in there. Very neat. And some utility function here with our med bay and O2. And we got some navigation LCDs here. So we're on the top floor, so I'm assuming... Oh, no, we're not. Maybe we're not on the top floor. Let's go forward first, see what's here. So we got a med bay, crew quarters. I like all the naming up here. Pentaxid storage and detector, gravity generator, some storage controllers along the way. And this is going right up. I believe this is heading right to the bridge. Actually, the bridge is going to be going up. And then construction and storage down below. Got a kind of a sub elevator over here. So this is our looks like our production room. A couple advanced constructors, storage controllers. We got a battle bridge, and main deck is up above here. Well, no, we got a bridge right here. No, yeah, this is the first-person viewing bridge over here. You know what? I really oughta. I'm not hopping this. I gotta straighten this out. I got it tilted right now here, so let's leave it like that. And passenger seats back there, and yeah, back into. So yeah, the layout's pretty straightforward here so far. Looks like we're gonna have some different areas going on in here too. And yeah, walking through this room too again, and cool ceiling there. Looks like we got our CPU cores right along the ceiling here. So let's start at the crew quarters over here. Let's see what they look like. Nice nice window view here. Got our crew rooms and a couch and some couple places to sit there, and of course our bathroom. And across the hallway we got our bed bay over here. So we got some beds for everyone too. We got a shower, all our specialized equipment here, and our actual med bay itself. Very nice. And Pentaxid storage and detector room. Oh, look at that. So the room's all textured up different. We got our detector in there, and there's our Pentaxid tank. Storage controller in this room as well. Gravity generator room over here. Nice. And all right, so let's check out what's going on here. So we got O2 and fuel access room on both sides, it looks like. And this elevator here, I want to take it upward first. We got a battle bridge. Okay, so kind of a non-first person bridge, makes sense. Battle bridge, so probably more protected from the one at the front area of the ship, and probably hardened a little bit more there, so you can take some good hits and keep on going. Let's go up to the top here, and it looks like this is just a quick way in and out to your main central elevator to get you all the bridges. Again, a great idea with that. We got another opening back over there too. Seeing it from the top side. So battle bridge. Let's take this back to this floor. I think that's all the areas that this elevator goes to. So let's go back here to this elevator, and I bet you this one also goes to the surface, or the surface, to the top of the ship. Yes, it does, right over here. So this is actually pretty interesting. I didn't really pick it out right away, but this is like a landing pad over here, and then you got access into the ship from that location there. All right, let's get back in one more time and see if there's any other floors or decks that I've missed here. I don't think I've been down here. Ah, okay, so we got our shield room. It's got some, does it have some extra space around it? I think it does. I think it's got a little bit of a block row on the sides of it too. Maybe you could fit some more stuff in there. Yeah, I think so. Nice. And let's take this forward to our warp drive over here. So yeah, so we got a warp drive and that. And let's go up again, see if there's any in between floors I did miss here. And I don't think so. So we got it. Yeah, so it's pretty much got like all the stuff you'd kind of want on a well, and then some on a combat-oriented ship. I'm definitely going to classify this as combat because of the sheer amount of weapons and weapon layout and stuff like that. Just want to get a base idea here. So we do have some combat steel in here. I just want to see if the whole ship is combat steel or just parts of it. Kind of looks like the base hull material is combat steel on this one. So I can see the reason for. I mean, it's got a lot of. Looks like it had a pretty beefy thruster set up on here too. But you kind of need to have that with a combat steel type ship here. So let's take a look at some stats. So to start with, we're unlocked level 25, size class 4, 35 forward, 13 strafing, 33 lift, 16 reverse, 18 down, 10 fuel tanks, 8 oxygen tanks, 22 hour and 41 minute build time. This is going to use quite a bit of estrium and zirconium. Again, combat oriented ship. You're going to see that on every single one of them. I don't even know why I point that out anymore. It's nice to know that it's not, obviously not a starter. Usually when you get numbers like that, you're not looking at, this is more of a late game, mid game, late game kind of ship, I would say. A lot of weapons on here. I don't want to read them all off, but there is a lot, including 8 artillery cannons and 12 advanced laser cannons, plus a barrage of turrets in there. CPU wise, I kind of wonder if this was supposed to be in vanilla. I think it would be. Yeah. I apologize to the author. This is actually a vanilla creation. I got this in the wrong place here. Wow. Whoops. Okay. Well, anyway, it would have 4 advanced CPU cores, which would bring it to 10 million CPUs. So it's got no CPU problems. The thruster speeds would be faster than what you see here. By how much? Almost double. So expect all these numbers to significantly go up in vanilla, the way it operates. And this is again a vanilla creation, I do believe, based on how the CPU configuration was set up and whatnot. So I was assuming it was reforged, but I don't think that is true. However, obviously it can work in reforged Eden, as it has no problems with it, but it would need the CPU balanced off, basically by adding a Core 9 setup, probably plus a couple auxiliary CPU cores or quantum or something like that to hit the CPU needed for this ship. But really cool design, a lot of lot of detail in here, and I tell you what, it looks effective. It looks like it would be a pretty mean ship to encounter in game, and I think it wants to take off and go do some things. Or it's pissed at me. Maybe it's just threatening me right now, but. Yeah, you do that. All right. But other than that, that is it for this week. So a lot of really cool creations, some unusual stuff, and a lot of creative stuff. And definitely like it. And yeah, awesome work everyone for building all these neat creations to look at, and you put them out to the workshop so everybody can use them in their game and inspire more gameplay and everything else. So. Thank you to you all. And with that being said, you all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.